right now on Dust 2, and we're about to get into that game
in
just a few seconds.
Welcome, folks. It begins. Cloud9, this is a team that I am excited to see based on their performance in Miami. I want to see, now that they mentioned they are more of a core, they are more confident and comfortable. Let's see it. Let's see the improvements. And the best way to show us that would be to flat out win and flat out prove the gap that exists even between the Giants and them. Like Chad so elegantly put, we have major champions on this Cloud9 roster. And we also have them working with that opening pick. Rush comes off at the catwalk with a flash assist in order to get that first kill. Golden falls back from middle, gets himself tucked behind boxes, leaves that solo player inside of the B site who's now going to help him out from the window. Vice with 2 headshots, and Vice is the player that I wanted to see come to life specifically. But let's see if he can continue in this round, because the last man up is Muteris. And there it is, another headshot. Automatic seals the deal. Cloud9, 3 survivors in the pistol.
Destroyed on the mid to B. In my opinion, when you mid to B, you should send 1, maybe 2 people out mid and 3 to tunnels, because it's so much more volatile to go out mid. I think the main thing you want to do is use the mid to B smoke to make sure the rotators can't come out, that they have to spam, and that the other thing is nobody dies going out mid. So one person waits by the smoke, they maybe lurk out if possible or if necessary, but the majority of players come out of the tunnels, and you know that the positions inside the site are now under the window or by the fence or something like that, places that you can get them killed by coming out of the tunnels. There, they went out mid, and we saw that it can be kind of dangerous. Aggressive smoke from the CTs, and all of them peeking. Golden going in to get warmed up himself. MP9, 2 kills, make it 3.
How about 4, Mohan? Cajun B chimes in with a Zump, leaves Fox a last man up, and automatic pops him. Cloud9 to the 2-0. That's a clean anti-eco after pistol. I was impressed with Vice in the sense that his first showing on this Cloud9 roster was round 1 of Blast Miami, his first LAN showing, and they played versus Astralis. And the poor guy had to run up Banana versus Astralis grenades. Not just any grenades, Astralis grenades, round after round. And yet there were times, even despite his lackluster statistical performance, where he was finding impact, he was creating space, and he was doing his role. But that's the criticism. That's the criticism we also heard from Sponge, where the roles are maybe too much. There's too many role players. Support is the Cloud9 game. But here it is. Vice, speak of the devil, gets caught with a grenade in hand, and then his support in Golden just gets cleared. So this is a fantastic opening for Giants.
That's the mid to B I want to see.
Right.
4 tunnels, 1 mid, catch the lurk. Nobody dies through the smoke. CTs can push through. They just get caught off guard coming through the smoke. And while the 15 seconds while that smoke is up, you just spend as many people as possible through the tunnels, and especially the bomb. That was nice. They cleaned that up at minimal cost, and because Automatic has an op, they don't want to retake. They want to save this. They can eat this loss. They'll go into the next round. They'll be happy. But it's a solid round from Giants. They don't lose anybody. They're going to make so much money off of this.
I mean, the moment they made contact versus Vice, he kind of fumbled it. Gets caught falling off box.
But it's true. Vice did play well despite his statistics. He had a lot of hard-to-get entries, and he took tons of damage as the Banana entry on Inferno versus really good teams. And I think definitely, I believe Golden when he says they feel more. Okay, I don't believe Golden when he says they're going to get into the finals. I think that's ridiculous. But I believe maybe Rush when he said that they feel better than they did at Miami. They haven't changed their lineup apart from Valence, so that's nice. For the most part, you would expect not too much to be different just because you change a coach. So yeah, I think maybe we can properly look at Vice now and see, do they actually feel comfortable? Is he standing the test of time, and how much of that 3 weeks of practice has actually resulted in better gameplay from him? But again, a really good round from Giants. They're going to go ahead into this round with the same buy up. It's going to be versus better guns slightly from Cloud9. Cloud9 have seen a couple of mid to B so far from Giants. That won't necessarily tell them much. Very spawn-based map because of how simple it is. So a lot of the times, even if you want to do something in a round, but you just have like this ludicrous long A spawn, you're just going to go long A, just because it's a great way to start the round, especially if you are out front and CTs are going to be less likely to be able to nade you and stuff like that.
The opposite part of the equation here for Cloud9's buyback. Looking to bounce back. Automatic. Playing towards mid doors. Tunnels occupied by the Giants. They'll clamber their way through them. Looking to pinch now onto the top of mid, but be very wary of that op. It would be a great way for Cloud9 to pick up a 5v4. Muteris to the flash high. Golden's gonna eat it. Cajun picks up the opening kill. That's a duel he's won towards long doors. Whoa, and now the op fires off. That's tag damage. Terrace dropped to 40. They're gonna go for the fast cat, boost the player up. Maybe not, Roman. He gets a chance at taking Cajun's head, but just can't land his shot.
You just have to hit that kill. It's so important, especially now that they're down 3-5. But it was a sick rotation for Automatic. Again, most important CT spot for him to be the rotator. So he has to know when it's mid B and be right side doors, or be super fast to game helper and make sure his A players are not completely cut out of the equation. So did a good job there with the incendiary, and they secured the kill. And at the very least, you could say Roman was shaken because he saw that Molotov coming his way.
Try to split back towards B, bomb. Ooh, drop. Zelen lucky to get a kill as he was changing weapons, and then Vice and Cajun simultaneously clearing up those last 2 kills. So 3-1. Op wasn't necessarily needed in that round. You know, a little chip damage through doors, good support over towards the A site, but Cajun got the job done on his own. Roman really had a chance at creating space in the round and couldn't hit this shot. Could have been crucial.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's definitely important to point out. He was standing in fire, so he's uncomfortable, he's scared, he's being called out. He doesn't realize how ready they are. He sees the Molotov coming from a different direction that the player shooting at him is standing in. And for all those reasons, say, okay, they were prepared to see that kill. Automatic back to mid door is interesting. You know, this typical setup is the 2-on-2 with the op at A, but he's hanging around at mid expectant of a lot of mid plays, and he's right about it. So let's see if he can get a kill. There it is. First one goes in, and it's the opper of Giants to go down. Obviously didn't have an op this round, but it's still a big piece of the puzzle for Cloud9. 4 up on the T's, and they look towards Cat again. Similar scenes to last round.
Bomb pick back up, working towards Catwalk. It's going to be a 4-man cohort from Giants. CT smoke comes in, a gap to the left to work around. You can see line of sight from Golden. He's going to play close as can be.
Flash.
You'd think.
It's got to be fast, though.
Yeah, that smoke's about to fade, and he'll be on full display. There it is. Pops high, gets himself 1 kill, can't manage the second. But Automatic's op is still in position, and this is going to trigger the T's to start pushing in. Molotovs around him, so that's going to be a next layer of pressure. Rattles a round off, doesn't hit the mark, does have 2 more teammates to try and come support. Another flash is going to be thrown up high. Cajun only gets 1 kill before we get an answer back from Giants, but still Automatic is here. And still he welcomes them inwards. They just can't move, but Zelen, my God. Oh, he's so close. Vice closes the round out with 73 health. That was a grind to get to the bomb site.
Agreed. I like how hard Cloud9 had to work for that round. I actually love that Giants worked extremely hard despite all of the great flashes that they were coming their way. I thought it was awesome that they were able to find those kills anyways and make it in a 1v1. Now, Vice maybe didn't even have the advantage there in that last moment. Automatic did miss a couple of shots, but he did a good job playing around the incendiary. I actually hate how much people respect the ramp incendiary because you can back up so far and play behind it and shoot, and that's exactly what he did. And I don't understand, honestly, the value in it sometimes, especially if you're not going to have people drop in a CT and then wrap around on the site. So good on him for kind of playing the team as opposed to the kind of standard way of looking at that Molotov where you would just hide and wait, and making it his own game. Now, we've got Cajun here in game helper one more time. Automatic goes huge with these 2 kills, and a third through the wall into the head of Zelen. Fox also is a victim. That is crazy. What a round from Automatic. I love that Nifty said that he was going to get like 30. He was going to be 30 and 6.
But I mean, you know what? Noah has a really good point. Automatic is that player who just he just spews confidence when he knows he has an edge over top of another team. So this just cranking that op bolt round after round, 2 of which through the wall to close it out. You know, you get a little bonus points. Let me give you credit there. But the follow-up, Fox now has that op, and we haven't seen Cloud9 have to face this. Automatic, one of those players who, when he took over the op, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, you've lost such a great rifler. But he's really come into form, I think, with the AWP, and now is proof of just the depth of his skill. You know, it's across all weapons. It's in many circumstances. Automatic's just a great player.
He's a major champion.
He is a major champion.
He's a major champion.
One of North America's best.
1 of 5 North Americans. It's pretty insane to think about.
Yeah. That's why Skadoodle's the better streamer.
And it's
Stream never won a major.
He's a great, he's a great streamer too. Did you say he hasn't?
No, I meant to say Shroud has never won a major.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's
also a streamer. Not sure if the point still stands, but we can still move on.
Let's move along towards Catwalk. 4 T's up, a 5th left towards the box. Do they try to throw in an anchor on mid doors, or is everybody just gonna try to hammer this one home? I mean, we saw pretty linear gameplay coming out of Vertigo with Giants. It's been Catwalk and Catwalk again so far. 35 seconds. CT's dry on utility, except for that one single flash, but the op still in position. And these flashbangs have been great. They've slowed down Giants tremendously, but they will still manage to get past. Closer to the bomb site they'll go, dropping the opper, but not yet dealing with Cajun. Oh, Fox, that's a tight angle, close peek, picks up the op kill, hammers home a second, and while Vice will come up from CT spawn, he's gone. 3 survivors for Giants, and a great gun round.
Nice, nice. They pull off the cap play. It's a bit more nuanced this time. They use an extra smoke. They use a couple more flashes. They eliminate Automatic, who gets 1 kill, who should always get a kill from that spot, and they do it and trade him out right after. And they make the first one hard as well. I mean, he had to hit that over top of a smoke, which is the reason they threw it. And Fox looking very precise there in that last adjustment flick to Rush, who was the long man. That's a good round. Now, for those of you just tuning in, this is the map that this is Giants' only map that they actually have a positive win percentage on.
That's a brutal stat.
You got to have a better map pool than that, but they did just win 2 out of 3 maps versus Movie Star Riders, so that does tell you that the stats aren't telling the whole story for how comfortable they feel on other maps. But we didn't see Dust 2 in that past series, and that's why I brought that up. It's going to be cool to see them play Dust 2 now and see how good their best map is versus maybe the best opportunity for them to win in this tournament. An early long spot, and Fox will eat the nade. And as we know, the CTs, no matter what, if you get the best T-spawn possible, the CTs will always beat you to the corner. That's why we saw that nade come off. If there was a secondary spawn, he wouldn't have peeked with that nade, and Fox wouldn't be down 40 HP.
I like the setup towards Catwalk, seeing as it has been the primary target for Giants. It's just Cajun close on the CZ, and then Rush over his shoulder on the M4 with the flash to support. So Cajun's looking to be primed. Flash goes out because of the molly. He can't play off of it. He's just going to hold the closer wall. Rush should have line of sight down here to help, or maybe not. Caught throwing grenades. Roman finding the best of the timing and bringing this into the advantage even.
They don't have long control right now, so it looks like Rush is going to go try to reclaim that slowly. He'll be happy to find that there's nobody here, and the smoke that's been up will probably make him feel comfortable knowing that they haven't crossed to blue bin yet. So he'll wait, maybe clear that out slowly, and they'll work on Cat in return.
Crisp headshot. Zelen taken from lane. Automatic Zog gets Muteris and misses the second. That was a close one. Just skims by the head. Golden, though, he picks up that double kill. Coming off of the Catwalk, finding the timing, and Killdream's going to watch his flank to his own demise. Excellent round from Golden. That's 4 kills, including the player towards suicide.
Not bad at all. 4 kills. Yeah, that was nice. And that late rotator down mid, not exactly sure what his plan was, if he was going to come out and wait right side mid or just the top of mid. But yeah, just got caught in transition. And wow, Golden just cleaned them up basically through the smoke, especially that 3rd kill. Very clean stuff. What can you say? Even if he didn't get the kill, he'd probably win, but it wouldn't have won so clean. A lot of money made here for Cloud9, and Giants will probably end up giving him a lot more money this round as well, but a nice scout headshot from Muteris to kick things off.
Ooh. Golden, visibly frustrated with that one, and understandably. His AK gets nothing before he's dropped down. Deagle close from Killdream, and what is this round, Launders? We've got a 5 versus 2, an additional couple of rifles retrieved. Now joins this scout, and it's Cajun and Vice just trying to be on gun control.
Yeah, I would say the 2 scariest guns you can see on an anti-eco are a Deagle and a scout.
Oh, wait.
Both those guns got kills, but oh my god, they all peek door thinking this round is wrapped up. Now that being said, Automatic and Vice are on their last limbs. Yep. Very low HP.
12 health combined.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
that was almost money.
Roman, oh, he doesn't have any Kevlar, so that
these are
aim
perfect
punch
nades.
is brutal. Flash in for Vice, he's gonna charge inwards, drops down, Cajun's got that fourth kill, it all falls out of the shoulders of Roman and he gets himself the first. Vice trying to flush him out from behind cover, and Roman's gonna clear the board. Last 2 kills, holding down the B site. Excellent eco from the Giants.
I love how Roman just looks frustrated even when he goes huge.
Yeah.
It just, he's like, these kids, man, they don't know what they're doing.
Well, I mean, that was the big takeaway for me with, with the Fox interview on HLTV was, you know, he's like, well, our biggest downfall is sometimes we just yell at each other. And I feel like having seen the energy now from Roman, he can be one of those guys. Sometimes it's great because the levels of elation that came out of him when they were playing versus the Riders was excellent. I mean, standing up, flapping his arms, popping off after every round.
Yeah, I love how the earbuds came out instantly.
Yeah.
After he would, instantly, not a thought went into it. Flash high for the cat peek. Fox to kind of support from top mid. Doesn't want to be too aggressive. There's no one throwing support nades for him from here. Close mid gets cleaned out. Ob's not in position. Could have been a kill for Cajun. They could have also spammed that down. Opportunity lost. Cajun has the UMP, but just barely gets away. And Giants, we do want to talk about the fact that they just did win an eco. That was impressive.
And it's the reward from this is obviously now getting to deal with just 2 guns in this round.
Yeah.
So unless it's done back to them, that eco victory was a great way to try and even out this score. They're by no far out of it.
I love the cat Molotov there. It's at the corner. It's kind of preemptive. It's just in case, but it's very smart.
They're playing scared. Giants, you know, they've taken enough damage now where they have to be nervous, but because they've been slowly peeking around these corners from the first place, you know, respecting the force, they find themselves softened up and automatic through the ground. Follows up onto Kill Dream for the second kill. Now he's gonna get flushed out as smoke fades, but still these pistols so close. And a boost up from Rush could be unexpected, but he misses his opportunity, and Roman back in with 2 kills of his own. Muteris from Pit clears this out, and it is Vice to fall last. Giants will get their 4th round.
I love that. It's like, what do these kids think they're doing? They know who they're up against? No, that was good. I liked it. I like that. I like the cat mollies so that they can't go and peek mid when they go back to recruit for long. And these are a couple of really nice shots. I mean, from both sides. I mean, Roman, automatic there. Everybody chiming in.
Good B spawn.
Cool stuff. Yeah, do have one. And it looks like Fox will assist the fast cat. One player jumps across. Will there be a late? Oh, great flash. Perfectly timed. It is just USPs, though. I thought there was going to be some kind of play at mid. Looks like a flash will go high over. They might push off of this, but they're going to hear the fast cat. All of the smokes and stuff coming out.
Oh.
Looks like, doesn't matter. Automatic.
And
2 USB kills.
There's nobody top mid to trade those frags, so now the player in tunnels, sure enough, will trade back, but Rush has already got his AK. Oh, what a way for Cloud9 to just rob back the momentum Giants gained from their eco win.
No armor on the AKs is one thing. Like, you think, okay, maybe they still have a chance. Cage is just running through B. That's a huge tip for Fox.
Yeah,
this could be a kill.
Easy peasy.
Oh, man. You got to think.
Play that silent.
Maybe, yeah, maybe at least. I think once he thought, okay, I'm going to run in the tunnels. If they're there, I'll know right away. And if they're not, then I'm fine. But I don't know. Yeah, he could have cut noise a bit sooner, maybe. Certainly a reason they're able to just get into B so quickly. The retake could potentially be on. I don't know. They might be concerned about Kill Dream. We'll see.
That timing. He's hit it on the head. Fox is up. Drops automatic. Rush gonna try to charge him down. Pistol out. Gets the job done.
Got the op.
Yep, and he doubles back. Now he doesn't have a kit, and the time is of the essence. So he's gonna desperately just tap onto it. Predicts the peak. Flash is dodged. Player's dead. But there's no time.
Wow, nice try though.
Excellent try. Good Excellent outcome regardless. This was 5 USPs.
Yeah, it's true. And it's Rush to get 3, automatic to get 2. 4 of those kills were just USP kills.
Yep.
Pretty nuts. Cloud9 steal it back, but just barely. Oh no, sorry. Giants did win that round.
Yes.
Just to be fair. They did do a ton of damage though, so that's good. 4 AUGs and an op, that's what we like to see. That's what we want to see.
Game's getting close.
Play those advantages. It is. It's been close from the jump, and it hasn't slowed down in terms. It hasn't ever not been close. It just keeps becoming close.
For the record, Nifty's on par for his prediction here. Automatic, as we sit on the 11th round, has 15 frags, and His team's looking to add some to their own tally as they lock down long. A lot of bodies thrown out here early. 3 CTs, 4 terrorists. Only 1 actually gets out of the door from the offense, and then they walk away with a single player lost.
They try to play that spawn, and that's going to happen, but this time around, with the 3 long setup, they were totally prepared. Cajun's got no nades. No big deal. 4 CTs over at A, which puts some pressure on Vice. Let's see it, Vice. Let's get the Vice show. He's got the AUG. He's playing an off angle. He's going to wait for nades. He might peek over this, but he's got to be worried. There's no support here at mid. It's not even a big reason to gamble for your Cloud9 because they have 5v4.
Oh, he knows.
Scope first.
He doesn't want to pop up, but oh, as he does, he almost gets the best of the Opper, falling to Zelen instead, who had an assist on the first kill here. So Zelen helping out in terms of getting this entry, in terms of planting bomb and establishing his 4v3. The entirety of the T is tucked away in tunnels at the bomb site. Nobody's off here on mid, which you see Cloud9 wary of. So there we go. We're going to be tied up at 6. Vice kind of gets spooked out of the corner because of all the shots that bounced off the box.
Stuff. Yeah, like, we don't see anybody. We don't hear anybody. You're back there, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
And if you're a Vice, you can sit there and wait until eventually they Molotov you out and then you can't even fight. Or you could try to peek when he did. Or you can smoke it out and just literally delay as long as possible. But I think because they had the 5v4, he thought, okay, well, I should probably fight. If I get 1 kill, we definitely win. Or like are really likely to win. And if I don't fight, then I might die and not get a kill, and that would be way worse. So it's hard to blame him. They were totally prepared though for this K-sharp position, and Roman coming in killing Golden is a big thing as well, because Vice did wait long enough that his teammate came through. They just both failed on the actual kills when it mattered. 6-6 is your scoreline. Round 13, and it's a bye on both sides.
And a tactical pause coming out of Giants.
It was, what was the scoreline? Oh, I guess it was 5-1 right after the clean pistol from Cloud9. First rifles. But then Giants broke through with that, figuring out the cat take. They tried that multiple times, and then they went ahead and got through with the cat take. So it looks like Roman's PC got a fever, and they're just going to restart real quick. But they broke through with the cat take. That was a big piece of the puzzle for them. Important that they're able to like tell themselves they can win that round. Yep. Because they've got to be able to threaten the cat take at all times. And I like that they didn't use it after that. They won it. They lost a round after that. They let it go for a bit. They also did have anti-ecos to get free money, free kills. And
it's a monitor issue, Launders. Not as PC, so it seems. Monitors are easy. You just rip them off the table and bring in a new one.
That's true. What about PCs? Rip them off the floor?
Yeah. I mean, you see that every once in a while as casters, right? We're behind the stage, so we get to see production flying around at times. And you always know that when somebody comes sprinting past with an entire PC in his hands.
Yep. It's a PC issue.
It's a PC issue.
It goes without saying. We know it.
So we'll get Roman back in no time. Our team of referees, led by one Declan Murphy.
He's always on the case. Does sound like a detective, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Name's Murphy.
Murph.
Declan Murphy.
Declan Murphy. Yeah.
He's got the name for it. He's got the aura. It's nice to see Fox back. I always thought Fox was one of those badass Counter-Strike players.
He does have sick tattoos. Yep. That twisted tattoo in his head.
Side of his head.
Bomb. Line work is beautiful.
I'm thinking about getting a head tattoo
as well. Yeah. Just make sure you keep some hair.
Yeah.
Just in case.
We're back into the action. Quick fix.
Yeah.
And no one's lead. Just to reiterate, we are tied at 6 apiece. Ooh, all right. Yeah, that's a hot take at a B hold. Trying to charge headstrong into the tunnel's peak. Now Cajun B through doors is down. A cross attempt not going well for Roman, as Rush will get back some sort of a response here from Cloud9, but his back is open, and his back is cleared. Zelen takes 2, and we've got the Giants on fire.
It's not that easy to do, to get into B, to get the 2 entries that fast, especially when the CTs are expecting you to come through B. For them to be this close, you'd think, okay, they're good. They're going to go ahead and get this kill. I wonder, though, did they flash in front of the tunnel? I would have hoped they did. But if not, was it an op that was lagging slightly behind that maybe needed to be in front? Either way, they seemed a bit unready. A bit. Maybe by a second or two. And the B spawn is good. And you can't say that Giants have just been abusing B rushes over and over again. They did that once.
Yeah, that's true. They've had it. B site's been in their back pocket a couple of rounds, but we've also seen them trying to emphasize catwalk. They've tried to head out long as well, at times turned back by heavy numbers. But outside of the 3 players that would sometimes be here, they'll find it open in this round.
It's not like a French team, like with Shocks, where you just have like multiple B rushes and a half.
Yeah, out of nowhere at any given moment. They've
been pretty sparse about them. Opening kill from Automatic. Nicely done. Another headshot with the op, and it's been necessary.
Yeah, 100%.
Second kill.
Ooh, wow, that's traded back.
There it is.
So going shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe. Heads up on long. Golden ready to push through smoke, but there's another smoke on the other side. It's awkward, but it works. He's dropped that bomb out into the open. Roman's gonna have to pick up the pieces, and there's 3 of them to find. It's over on the bomb site that he pops Cajun's noggin. Golden inside of the smoke, so close. And Roman's making tons of noise, which Golden will use to his advantage to keep things tied. It's 7 rounds apiece, anybody's half to take.
I don't mind how fast they went towards long. I like how much control that Cloud9 kept the entire time. If Automatic is the rotator at mid, he's not going to be able to get to Goose and have this easy fight. And I think that Giants weren't prepared for the thought that they would have been ready on the A site with an AWP. So a good setup out the gate from Cloud9, and so easy op kills for Automatic. He is coming up on that 20 mark, isn't he? 18-7 so far in this half.
He's working it.
We can't get the 30-6, but we are still in that territory, especially if this game ends quickly in the second half. But it seems like Giants are certainly still in the match.
Anticipating some kind of a catwalk aggression, not the case. It's a re-aggression on long A from 2 players of Cloud9. Automatic scope trained in this direction. They want to really make sure that if there's presence there, they trade it out equally. However, it opens up a slight window here for Giants. If they can execute inwards, then maybe Automatic's not in a prime spot for the multi-kill, but he's ready. Smoke obscures his vision slightly, keeping his eyes. There it is, Roman back in with a headshot. Bombs planted on top of it all, so this was a clean, smooth entry coming out of Giants. Wild.
Important players still up, and Cajun is able to be escorted up long now with just this UMP. If he gets too much farther, it's going to be a hard person to kill. Fox, though, kills Automatic, which might be worth more. Golden, before he dies, ends up finding a frag. That's it, 3 up, and Giants win the half, 8-7.
Yep.
Wow.
Good on them. T-side does 2, and they've got that 1-round buffer. They'll swap over. It was not a simple T-side. You know, it wasn't just one thing through and through.
Yeah.
It changed directions a couple of times.
You did mention that at first. You mentioned that at first, like they were trying cat over and over again. But then after, at a certain point, they did do other stuff. They did some mid to Bs. They spent the first couple of rounds mid to Bs, a couple of rounds on cat, and then they worked into this like B rush, faster tempo, and then finally back to cat. And I think it was a good medley of different types of rounds. Halftime, and we have to see now what is going to happen in the second half. I'm sure Cloud9 are a little bit rocked by the fact that they're slightly losing. They did let Dust do two through, and if you just took a quick glance at Giants' HLTV page, you would have seen that's just the only map you just don't want to play.
The only place they have a chance, really.
Yeah, I think they were just maybe more worried about the fact that Giants must have other maps, and yet we can't find demos on them.
Yeah,
so maybe they thought, okay, we know we're doing on Dust 2, we can at least like look at their demos and just be ready. Oh, you know what? They would have had no time to prepare for this. They just did vetoes.
Unless you prepared for both Riders and Giants, Cloud9 aren't coming into this with a counter strat.
And there's almost no chance they did that, right? Like that would be almost, I feel like that would be, they'd be too far above it.
Automatic highlighted by 1 Noah Nifty Francis before this series started.
5-1 in opening duels.
112.6 average damage per round, and he has 6 rounds with at least 2 kills in them.
If you have a stat line like that, 5-1 in opening duels, you should have more rounds.
Yeah, you'd think. Right.
Because that's like some other people should be 5-1 or 3-1 in opening duels. You're a player this good on this team. There are probably players that are almost as good as you, and yet you're numerically losing the half. Why is that?
Tight rounds.
A was somewhat shut down most of the time while he was there.
Have to say, B site never held by Cloud9.
That's true.
B site was
the B
just
rush was
open.
a fail. There was a 4-1 mid B that Giants won.
Yep. There was the time that they scared Vice out of the corner.
That's true. That's 3 right there.
Yep. Then the double peek off of the tunnels as well that didn't work out. There was variation in what was going on at that B site, but that variation was stagnant and it ended in the same result. That's Giants rounds on the board. So it is for this reason they have themselves that 1-point buffer. 15 seconds left in the halftime for these teams to recompose. I like the fact that we had the Giants just take the chance to walk out of the booth. Means everybody's huddled.
Yeah.
Remind yourselves, stay calm. Be excited, but stay calm, because if you can win a round or two, then there's, you're fighting for at least that third place standoff. And if ever Giants were going to blow our minds this weekend, it has to start with a win versus Cloud9. That's the lowest hanging fruit.
Definitely the bottom of the tree, within reach by toddlers.
Yeah, it's not even a tree, it's more of a berry bush.
A berry bush. They're reaching for the blueberries.
Boys and berries.
The Cloud9 blueberries. Grab a hold of them.
Grab your blueberries and head down mid. That's their plan. 4 players stacked up towards barrels. Smoke on Xbox to facilitate the push. We're going to get those USPs tapping away, but the longer you spend your time here, the shorter amount of chance you have to rotate towards A, if that was even needed. It's a slight redirection with 2 Ts popping out through mid and then a next layer to the smoke, trying to sell that mid to B fake, trying to disrupt the defense on A, when in reality, that's still their target. Automatic's got his teeth sunk on long.
CTs are shook right now. They know they don't have long control. They know cat players are coming.
Yep.
And they just heard Automatic snap off with the P250.
And they don't win either of the opening duels. All 3 players drop before Automatic even needs to come into the equation. Roman jumps up on the box, loses his head. That's spicy. Cajun seals the deal.
Easy. Wow.
That's a flawless pistol.
There is the unknown quantity, or the immeasurable quantity, of knowing that Automatic was there at long. He literally shoots his P250 so they get scared.
Yeah.
That's why he does it. If he's playing selfishly, he waits for his teammates to shoot, then he peeks out. Instead, he's like, oh, I'm shooting. Oh, now you've got to rearrange yourselves. You've got to be terrified. I'm not actually going to peek. I'm not going to fight, but you're not going to be terrified of the fact that there could be a split on long, and then all the cat players come out, and they have a huge confidence advantage. It's important. Anti-eco. Does Cloud9 tie up?
Scout shot through door to drop Zell into 56. I mean, if working with just USPs is bad enough, the poor guy doesn't even have full HP. But that's his problem, not ours. Golden going to be very curious, ambitious as well towards this A site, just running around, hopping, chucking out grenades.
It's easy to not run into a stack. And even if they do, it's not that scary, I don't think. But they would like to try not to lose these guns because they'll get to make more money again next round. Golden holding down the fort at mid could be a good plan, especially if the rest of them go through the tunnels. Cajun gonna pop a couple of caps up on Cat, and that is 3 hats down. Nice, well done.
Hat trick. So we moved through the anti-eco. Both teams did pick up some kind of, half buy / pistols only in that first one. Not to be happening again just yet. And now we have our first big purchase of the second half. No op for the counter-terrorists, nor the Ts, but that scout is still in play. And Automatic's good with it.
Spotting down range at mid, no one there. Xbox smoke comes out. Muterus will have an enemy and no support. No one to help him out. He's out there in front of an Xbox smoke. That's like a, hey, I'm coming cat smoke, and you don't have anybody who can even support you with grenades. That's not safe, my guy.
Ooh, Zellen hops off the top rope, leaves Roman alone. who didn't have armor, for the record.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, mispurchase, certainly.
Bomb goes down, as does Golden. Caught by Killjoy to the top. M4 retrieved, AUG, and that M4 to be saved most certainly here.
Bullied their way into the B site.
Yep.
Said, hey, we're coming in.
Charge headstrong. And off of course, as you said, that Xbox smoke, which to the player committed to the corner screams,
Muterus.
yeah, we're coming. But that was not the case. It was a ruse, Launders.
Yeah, but they still killed him.
Icing on the cake.
Yeah. It's a precarious setup to leave one person there on cat. One of the scariest spots to be in, especially in the early round. That's where everybody likes to go. It's like kind of, it's unclear whether or not the CT's own cat or the T's own cat.
The real shame in that as well, Terrace got the first bullet drop on Rush, but Rush then loses his head. Or rather, Rush pops it.
Yeah, that's a good point. He did have the off angle.
Yeah, he had the off angle in the first bullet, but just not the kill.
So, yeah.
It's like the poofiest headset piece I've ever seen.
It's unbelievable.
I keep thinking this man's wearing a hat.
It's the Marge of headset pieces. I think the foam is supposed to be on either side of your head, but it's just both on top. Very cute. Bald people always look funny with things on their head. Ever seen Moses, like photos of Moses wearing the headsets we're wearing? But since it's bald, you can see when it's like lopsided and coming across his head into his face and stuff. And he doesn't know. It's so funny because bald people don't know. But we know when we look at them. And we look and we laugh.
Yeah, but they have beards, and that's where they win.
I have a beard too.
Well, that's a me problem.
I'm a Ubermensch. The beard and the hair.
AUG M4, that was what was saved from the previous round. The Vodafone Giants are going to try to call in a robbery.
Told by our producer, who has lots of hair, that we should not make any more bald jokes.
Oh.
Loud and clear.
Frag grenade over the top. Rush sees the legs of Fox and wants to give chase. I think he actually heard him step on the walkaway. Regardless, he picks up the kill. 17 HP the difference. Automatic, there's a player just beneath you. Zelen, oh, he doesn't even realize. Gets tunnel vision towards Catwalk and doesn't clear the shelf. Oi.
Small chance.
Golden loses 3/4 of his HP, but taking down Muteris is fine. This is going to completely isolate the remainder of the Giants. Whether Cloud9 know or not that both of them are here on the A site, B clear for the taking. But how do you get there?
Could be a cool, okay, never mind. I was going to say it could be a cool little fun little aim map here for Kill Dream if they come across Cat. And that's where the round ends. No bomb plant needed. Cloud9 with 11. And Giants, again, another weak start to the half. They lost 2 pistols. They actually won majority of the pistols in that last series. So I was going to say they did do a good job of losing every first pistol, but then came through on the last map with 2. In this one, they're lacking both, which is a huge reason that's a huge reason they're behind at this point. They played very well in the first half, you could say, all things considered. Automatic doesn't see that. I don't know if you even want to be distracted by it. You got to be worried about that low peak at all times. Nothing's coming late. And I'm sure it is a process of feeling out your opponent with a brand new team like this. Rush will be escorted out mid to try to crush this crossfire, and Automatic slinks into position quickly, very quickly.
Slides right in.
Yeah, they've gotten so early that someone might make a call this, kind of rotate. Muterus, no, oh, no spam damage back, just the Incendiary, and it's gonna do some damage.
Yeah, it flushes them away. So good utility usage there from Giants. They saw it, and they responded to the smoke on CT Cross with the grenades of their own, and I would argue they win that. More map control denied as opposed to gained. Fox has Automatic slain. Good angle with the op from A. Does this cause Cloud9 to redirect themselves again, or are they going to go headstrong into this opper?
Looks like headstrong.
Yeah, Fox welcomes the challenge. Posted up with the AWP. No support, though. He's got a player deep in pit. And Muterus committed to CT towards mid. Smoke grenade first to try and create some space. Anticipates a boost over top, but not going to be the case. Good flashbangs. Everybody's blind. Molotovs, negligible damage. Fox again with that AWP is going to find a second kill into the round, and he floats up and down until Vice trades him out. 4 versus 2, and there's already a player hot on their heels from the catwalk, so it's a desperate plant from Golden, and it's a desperate shot from Roman. Who's going to get the best of him? It's Buteris on the flank.
I love that Fox is making them work hard for it. He had everything coming at him, a barrage of artillery, all types of utility coming over the wall, flashes, smokes, Molotov on his feet.
Blind?
I thought, yeah, and that was blind. That was a nice kill, and this was even better. There were so many good things that Cloud9 did to take that, to fend off an Opera. Fox had to dig deep to get those kills, and think about like the fact that he had a small window for every one of those shots, so he hit all 3. And if he misses one, that's a kill that he'll probably never get in that round. Really good stuff. And again, Cloud9 couldn't have made that harder. Nice stuff. They will get long for free. Well, not for free. It is at the cost of a few grenades here, but they'll at least not have to fight anybody if they want to work their way out. The bomb behind these 2 Ts tells me they're probably going to get out, but...
Giants looking to make waves on catwalk.
We just want to see a push first. Very patient here. I think it's always a good test of experience when you just wait somebody out and then see, because sometimes they start off, they're like, all right, we're gonna go for this kill. If that kill doesn't happen, what's their adjustment? And how calmer are they gonna be when they lose map control? This is too much to give up. They don't have cat, they don't have long. That's what I'm talking about. The op and pit with cat control.
They are scrambling on the boost, but they do throw Fox, the Opper, back up. There's a boost behind the smoke as well, or at least they're trying to figure it out. Trying to get it done until Golden says screw this and charges straight through it. Killdream low HP, traded back by Cajun, who then doubles down to Buteris, but Roman's in the mix. Coming out of the CT spawn in the 2 versus 3, he's got a smoke to work around. Could push through it, but no, it's faded. Now Vice's head on full display is down for the count, and the last 2 Ts, they're stuck. They are stuck in this bomb site, but the support of Zelen is fired off for the time being. Bomb nearly halfway gone. They, at this point, start shuffling their feet towards ramp where the last man stands. It's Rush and Rush alone, dropping the first of the closer 2. Zelen takes the high ground, and he gets the kill versus Rush. The defuse is there to take. Giants within 1 round.
I thought they were dog food after that cat take. That was looking great. They demolished everybody on the A site. They went 1 for 1 on that first kill. Probably shouldn't have gone 1 for 1. But after that, 3 players from the CTs are dead. Should be no retake possible. I think Cajun had a bit of a misplay there. He was sitting at Goose. He's got his teammate on ramp, which means that even if he moves, if someone comes out long, his teammate is still in danger. So why not just both face long? Right, sit on ramp, sit on Goose, have your close teammate watch the ramp, and then have your teammate who's at Goose, who's Cajun, watch long. And then you have everything covered, and if someone comes long, yeah, you might be in trouble, but at least you'll have a double peek. And if they come up cat, or if they come up CT, you're covered for sure. Instead, he moves and then gives up that kill to cat. Probably a bit of a mistake, maybe didn't need to happen. But
also would have wondered if the Cloud9 boost was performed on catwalk when they were trying to get eyes over smoke. Think about how we had Giants just kind of stranded in the bomb site. Those are susceptible targets to a boost, but they fumbled it and then decided running through was better. And, well, Cajun traded it successfully, so it worked out either way. But alas, we're back over on long A, where poor Vice is thrown through flames to his own demise.
Good counter nades. They had to give that up. But they know it's apparent that Giant had 3 people long. This is normal. But see, at least here they have half of the control. They still have long, which is arguably more important than cat most of the time. And they also have the man advantage. How fast do Cloud9 move? Certainly Giant's concerned about mid as Buteris starts to work his way back in. Player who got the opening kill on Vice a few moments ago. So do they want to look for him? That's the question.
Well-timed Molly to the bottom of middle could very much disrupt this. We've seen Cloud9 actually get these very same positions, and then after that smoke, lose it to grenades. It's a flashbang that hits the mark, but it's Russian automatic that hit their shots. 2 kills swung back to the favor of Cloud9, even 3v3, and a near open A site except for Fox. He takes the initiative, charges towards long, cuts off one side of this offense, and now almost drops all three on his own, but he leaves Cajun to clutch, and we know Cajun can. However, there's a player so quickly behind him that he's doomed. Not even a bomb plant off of it.
Yeah, he wanted to get the bomb down as soon as possible. I'm not sure if he wanted to work back towards Cat. I'm not sure if they were aware, though they weren't aware that there wasn't another player at A, because maybe he would have just planted default and that would have been safer.
Could have been the play.
Yeah, he just, because like they kill Dream, and then they worked out mid to get Muterus to get the third person to come back from A. And then they got Fox as well. So you'd think, all right, Cajun is probably most concerned about a Cat player, someone rotating from the left side of the map, but didn't seem aware of it.
Take this chance to welcome our new B-Stream viewers. Thanks for joining us, guys, here on A. What have you missed? Well, we've got the Vodafone Giants, the Iberian qualifier victors, all of a sudden taking that BO3 momentum.
Ents won 16-4.
Really?
Against?
Not sure who they were playing. Navi. Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah.
But, where was I? Yeah, this game, this round, not going to be particularly interesting, but the gun rounds have been close, which is quite crazy when you think that Giants are fighting outside of their weight class. We knew that Cloud9 have had shaky results with their consistent roster shuffles, but they said they were more comfortable than they were in Miami, and yet they may still be eating a loss in round one. It's not over yet. It's not even close. Not close to being over, that is. Straight now, 11 all. Smokes blanketing the A site. Shouldn't be finding too much in this, but good utility usage and shoulder-to-shoulder pushing has at least got them the plan. And Automatic with a Deagle gets one. Make that two. Automatic has a sick Desert Eagle.
Dude, he just dropped the bullet on his head. That was such an obtuse angle to work with.
Oh, this scares me. Automatic has a killer position.
They've
as
got
long
a
as they don't lose
double-decker
catwalk,
here.
which they won't.
Uh-oh.
Automatic just wants these headshots, and he's going to get them. Oh, he's going to get at least the first one. Now it's Cajun's turn at bat. It's just Zelen now, and he's got Golden back on Cat. Golden peeks, shoulder peeks, plays with the angle, and he's going to have to stick the defuse, which he will. Oh, Golden takes two shots, but he's got it. Pistol win for Cloud9.
Plays it to perfection. Automatic. The absolute god.
I watched,
I didn't even see his head. I have X-ray.
Dude.
Did you? On the ramp. Oh, that's so stupid.
Boom.
What a shot.
That one was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a video not long ago of all the pro players being asked, who do you think has the best Deagle in the world? Obvious answers were up there between Nico and Simple. Then following that, you had a lot of Lekros, but there were the occasional Automatic nods.
A lot of Automatics in there.
Yep. So you could argue he's the best North American Deagle player.
I'm trying to rack my brain, but yeah.
You do it. Don't think too hard.
It's up there. Golden actually quite good too, but he's not North American. He's just kind of North American. Honorary.
Honorary.
Honorary. The teaser in B.
Yep.
But it's
Walks
also
into the B
just
site on his own, calls the bomb to come join him. Now the question will be, can the other weapons survive this onslaught of CTs pushing in mid? They've got 3 players chasing Cajun, or Automatic rather. Cajun's already dead. Got them boxed in, could just wait to go for exits. But all the while, Golden's here to bail them out. Now they know mid's open, and the CTs stuck in tons are stranded.
You know what's cool, though, on that eco round that Cloud9 won?
Tell me.
They used every piece of utility, or at least 80% of the utility that they would use on their normal Cat takes.
Right. That's
so they treated it the same way, and it was all for the same reason of just trying to gain as much ground as possible. That's kind of all they needed to do. They had a good amount of flashes. They smoked deep CT as well as on Cat. They had Automatic standing on the Cat corner to get the kills on the CT rotators. And it felt like Giants were as scared as they would be on a rifle round as well.
Yeah.
And it honestly doesn't cost that much. If everybody spends money on utility, it costs the same as one person buying a rifle. Little food for thought.
It's a buy round tactic, minus guns.
13-11. So we round out the last quarter of this game. Automatic waiting for this low peak. He's been waiting for this forever. One day he'll be rewarded, but not this round. Instead, Fox was here just to listen. And I have to say, I'm so impressed with just like how well Fox is playing versus good players. I feel like he hasn't played against good players in a long time, and it feels like he's playing just as smart, just as calm as you would expect of him. And I guess that's what made him such a good sub back on SK at the major.
Oh.
And what a boost.
Oh, this is a bamboozler.
They've got to sit here for a while because, I mean, look at, okay, never mind.
Redo? Or not. They're going to try to flash pass, and it all works out in the end.
Boost, right?
Yeah, the boost was great. Entry from Golden. Going to create that bit of space for him to work around the closer corners. Fox over him, however, drops automatic. That's the opper down. And the opper for Giants still standing. Roman's going to help out. The B site not held down, however. Vice has found that opening, and while the pressure still exists on long, plus bomb, Vice has drawn them over.
This is huge. They have to make a big decision because the bomb is on a huge rotate back. So they might wait for a kill, but it doesn't go their way. Instead now they've got to go back to A. They still have a smoked across. They won't be able to fully cover it, obviously too wide. And as we can see, Fox is holding the right side down. So it depends. How are they going to smoke this? Is it going to be towards the left or the right? Is Fox going to be able to adjust? So they've got to now get to the cross. Bomb goes, gets thrown across ideally. Cajun falls back, doesn't show himself.
That's not
and Rush doesn't die. Yeah, that would be a big part of it as well. 15 seconds and Cajun is just going to go for it.
We've got Fox posted. Op the op, and it's Giants to take it. 13-12, 1 round still making the difference.
And that's even with Vice causing the most chaos possible by getting a kill in B.
And holding it for at least a good while.
Not bad,
you saw what was near a full rotation.
Yeah, Fox jumped into CT, the one player on the site, so that's huge. Now, the thing is, Rush didn't need to die, actually. I mean, they could have just used the smoke across, thrown it across, the bomb across, and then played the afterplant. But didn't want to do that. An automatic looking for that low peak. When's it gonna come? Oh, sees the early nade. I could have maybe alluded to, thought that they're trying to guise a low peak, but that didn't come. Now it's suddenly a standard default. And he goes into B. And again, Fox has been super smart, but the way he's been playing, he's been getting a lot of opportunities.
You saw some skin. Catwalk pressure turned back towards mid. We've had Vice just tinkering around in the tunnels this whole time. As he does. Commonly playing that one-off role. But he's got bomb in the forefront of this push. He'll be joined by automatic, that opper, who could very well be looking to the back of this bomb site to try and find his pick. Smoke bounces past the head of Golden.
He knows where he is. They can hurt him with the nade if they want to.
Took 2 T-smokes, but through the smoke is where they'll get the kill, and Vice is dead. Zelen, solid hold. He drops that bomb, clears those 2 players off the push, and now the entire offense has to come in from mid. They'll take the player off window. Zelen ejects down tunnels, and with 20 seconds left over Cajun, it's 1v3. He's got his paws back on bomb.
Yeah, does he want to try to go for the plant?
Oh,
they just chase him into the site. 13-13.
Damn, Zelen!
Giants. Yeah, they're staying up, and Zelen went huge in the site. And it's so smart to push the tunnels. That's obviously what you do. When you find out it's majority in the opposite choke point, and you have these kills all the way to the back of the tunnels, then you go ahead and use that as your choke point versus the players coming into the site. Ideally, if someone's coming to mid to B, you'd love to be in the tunnels all the time because you can only get peeked by window or door at once, or both if you'd like, but it's totally up to you. A round shut down, and it looks like Giants will take a lead. They have Cloud9 on pistols.
Dude.
The nation in shambles.
I mean, look, Giants' victory in the qualifier wasn't pretty, but it was a win. And this one has been a bit of a struggle, but it's still working for the time being. Making quick work of the eco. Everybody but Vice is dead. He's got his hands back on bomb, and there he goes. 14 now for the Giants. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first... I take that back. I was going to say the first time they're in the lead, but that's not true.
Yeah, no, because they won the half, but just barely.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but yeah, Cloud9, it felt like they've been in control for most of the game, no doubt. And I heard a lot of the Portuguese fans will not potentially be here tomorrow, so this is a pretty good send-off, not only to see their team qualify into Blast, but then win their first match versus a legit organization. Pretty impressive stuff. Chants are in full effect. And Muterus is again here on Cat all alone. We saw this be a problem for Giants in the first part of the second half. But he seems confident. Oh, ooh. Wow. I mean, he knew they were there. He's like, jump spot.
He wants them
Give
to
him
know.
a chance. Yeah, he thinks they need a chance.
You know, add that layer of confusion. Now, I know that they know we know.
Right. 4D underwater backgammon from Muterus.
Playing better chess than FNS. Automatic ready to peek mid. It's been this consistent tucked away player in Muterus playing CT spawn, but oh no, he gets shoulder caught, almost dropped. He'll survive with 7 HP, and it's Fox at bat from A site. Oh, he almost dies. That's 2 very close casualties here for Giants. Could they still be cleaned away? It's possible. Fox dropped by Golden. He's on a one-man mission for the moment, creating that space as fast as he can onto the A site, taken down by Killdream, but a great trade from Rush and a simultaneous kill at that B site really leaves Giants stranded in their spawn. They can exit towards mid and possibly just eject towards the B site, giving up this 14th round to Cloud9 and leaving us tied, which means the Londers, we're going the distance.
And you know, like Astralis on this map, for example, they're so revered. Part of the reason, I mean, huge part of the reason is simply device. He has to be on the A site with one other person with glaive, and he has to hit op shots round after round, no matter what. No matter, even if every single part of the execute is designed to get him off of his not. And I feel like that's going to continue. But on this round, as soon as they saw that they killed Fox, free roam. Golden's like, come with me, boys. We're going to A. Runs across the site. Doesn't even matter that he dies. He knows that the long player is put in an awkward position. He doesn't want to fight again out in the open, so he might go fall back, try to reload. And that's just creating a ton of space. And that's why Golden just followed up on that so quickly. And this game ends in 2 rounds.
It does, no matter what. No overtimes in the regular rounds of Blast.
Maybe this is the round that we'll
the round
call it.
Where we've got full buys at least.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be walking into these final 2 with strapped cash. It's weapons aplenty and many bodies towards this A site for Giants. 4 players. If you take the original 2 towards long and that double peek up catwalk, which has now fallen back into what is a very different look from this A setup. I don't remember rounds like this except for when they had that massive 4v2.
Yeah, this is intense. That early kill is huge.
Oh, Golden flubs a Molotov. Fox gets another body. He's gonna try to charge in, and it works versus Roman. Another head, but no headshot. Golden's pinned down behind boxes. Automatic, the only member of Cloud9 with actual HP. Everybody else so low. Audi takes the high ropes. Ooh, and he gets Killdream from out behind boxes. He has the bomb, cannot afford to throw this over to the CTs on Cat, so he doubles back to plant. Golden's gonna try to give suppressive fire. He peeks and sees the player long. Automatic walking around the smoke though. Oh, he misses the feet of Fox, misses the second shot, 3rd time's the charm. Muterus down, he knows there's still an opper in there, but it's the long player that he drops out first. Automatic putting in work and going for the retreat as Fox will do the same. He gets into the cover and then recomposes himself to come back in for second servings, but decides he can't do it and gives away round 15. Cloud9 with a tie at least.
Wow.
And a tantalizing chance at the win.
Fox, he got 2 of the 3 kills in that round. Stayed alive the entire time. His teammates could not contribute. They had the smoke to abuse on the cross and did so much damage. Golden had to go supernova to come through that smoke, get a kill, stay alive on the boost, and then automatic, literally sandwiched in the perfect spot for the CTs. Pray for the taking.
When he misses those first 2 shots.
Had to get a kill in front of him and the one behind him. Otherwise, they lose, period.
And I sympathize with Zelen. He's just charging headstrong down long, trying to throw himself into the mix because his catwalk players are smoked off. They knew that they had Cloud9 in an awkward position, but Automatic just boxed his way out of it. Final round here between Cloud9 and the Giants.
Tough buy, but at least they have the op on Fox still. Another round one via Cat, though, so they're finding ways to weave in and out of this threat that's looming over them. Cloud9 are doing a lot of good, too, here. Out mid, getting out at this point, being safe most of the time when they get out, getting up Cats. On that last round, they even started off 4v5 because Rush came out fast. Cat Fox called it out with the setup. Yep. There's another kill here where if they don't flash this properly, Fox could have one on his hands. How fast will they follow up, though? Fox hits him with a smoke. No support from the interior. He only has a teammate at long. It's basically a retake now. Yep. In the final round.
They're so bottlenecked inside of CT spawn. Look at these 3 bodies just scrambling. Not quite sure how they want to approach this, but they have to. It is the final round. They're staring defeat in the face. Golden trying to get heads on display, but the first 2 kills, that edge comes into the favor of Giants. Now there's a response back. 2v2 with a scout and an MP9 in the mix, but it's Cajun from CT spawn alone. That was a jumping scout shot. Are you kidding? Muteris dies and Cloud9 picks up the final round.